give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our part in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. We do give thanks and praise. Now, caption said the legal entity, the placenta, male and female. Now we just like a whole lot of energy and try to share some information again as usual, our style. We are say a legal entity is any business, organization, or individuals that must fulfill legal responsibilities pursuant to local, state, and federal governing authorities. We are talking about legal entity. Now we're going to say a straw man is a legal entity or person that is created to hide the true owner or beneficiary in a financial or legal transaction. So here we are use the word straw man and legal entity interchangeably. So it's synonymous with each other. Yeah. I want to ask a question. How is a straw man used? Or, how would you use or how the ones that would use the straw man? And just like where I'm gonna always say out this this straw man, this legal entity, this male and female was created to facilitate a financial or legal transaction by conveying, meaning transferring property, we say to a foreign agent or bank who does not have a genuine interest in said property. Now, what I'm saying can also be used to shield another party, specifically its principal, by accepting liability or monetary responsibility without the resources to fulfill it. That sounds like the suretyship agreement, where the very strawman or the very legal entity was used to issue it as a money to secure whatever arrangement that was there. This is why I must have first acknowledge because me experience these things, I know exactly say this is how it is. Now I'll always say it's a presumption where Babylon can choose to rebut it, but they cannot. How can you rebut the truth when the truth, stand for dominant? Because we do have a legal entity, and I can prove it. The birth registration form is such. The birth registration form have an all capital name attached to it. The birth registration form in and of itself express what it is, not a man, but a male. And I express all of these things already, showing the images already. It's all in this platform's catalog. Yeah, man. So, we just reiterate what most people will know, but again, because people just get up, some of them might just hear this thing for the first time. Most people know and hear it, but for have clarity, them lost. And this is why I said the legal entity is the only instrument these legal authority within their legal society can interact or interface with. So I'm not try to get caught up in a lot of the shenanigans when I say in the public arena or on the TV, on the YouTube or anything like that. I am on an approach from a whole different angle, from a whole different perspective, from a whole different point of view. I man, said these people out there is not God. The colonizing system that is out there is not God. The colonial governance that is out there do not represent the sovereign creator and they represent the sovereign God. Hence, them not have no authority, them can't talk to it without there is some contract where permit them to engage. Them can't create them legal society and impose their legal standards on us and then we accept it. The moment you become cognizant, that's when you gotta really, choose to remove yourself from what is there. Babylon can't say I'm a citizen of their legal society. Them can only make a presumption of such. You understand? Babylon can interface with only that piece of paper. So the piece of paper will always be that registered person, that citizen, just a piece of paper. That's the approach what I'm gonna take, separate and distinct from everything that I see out there. Totally different. Me I challenge the jurisdiction from the get-go. I say you have absolutely no authority. I won't talk about whatever the incident is. If it's a traffic light, if it's a assault in battery, if it's a illegal possession of a firearm, all of listen, once you bring me in a phone area, I have nothing else to discuss more than identify who you are, and if you're working on behalf of the state, present the bond that permits you to interact out there in the public. Only because we are cognizant of the deception where you have people who are supposed to work in the public on behalf of the state. But they are not working on behalf of the state. They are working for some private business enterprise. And as such, they are outside the scope of their authority. They're outside their delegated duty, and they're outside what I'm called jurisdictional authority. Them outside of constitutional law. They're outlaws in office. Yeah, man, this is why I'm at the moment a traffic cop, any cop, a stop you on the street, him supposed to a direct traffic. So when them say them may have reasonable suspicion or probable cause, I would question and say by whose standard. Want to get them authority that if you're going to make any kind of arbitrary reasonable suspicion or probable cause. If that's like, oh, say boy, hey, in the look criminal. All of them things they have to go correct going forward. We have to go move away from the fictional approach, from the de facto area. Bring it back home to the de jure where the common law sits. If there is no contractual obligation, then there is nothing to discuss. Because only a contractual obligation can be enforced as law by way of the terms, the conditions, and or the stipulations of said contract. That is the law. Clarity we are dealing with, you know. Yeah, man, clarity, man, on the next level, on a much higher level. Clarity. Yeah, yeah, man. I really think I forgot publish this thing, yeah. In other words, in a printed form are the ones that can read it. Yeah, probably that's what I have to do. Yeah, man.